Dying Light 2, in my honest opinion. Gameplay-wise, it does great. The parkour system, a lot better than the first one, I would say. I enjoyed the first one, I really did. I was mainly a PvP player. I've done about 4 playthroughs so far, one of them being on hard difficulty. I do say one of the annoying things is, the major spoiler alert here, is that once you lower the floodgates, there is a crap ton of fog that shows up, and it kind of ruins the scenery and the gameplay. But other than that, no complaints about the gameplay. Couple bugs. Definitely noticed the game does crash a lot. Had it crash at one point during the epilogue, and I couldn't get back into the mission because it locked me out. Although I did find a solution to that. You just gotta go to where the mission starts, and then it just restarts itself from there. Story-wise, it's alright. Could be better, but it's alright. Definitely takes a good few hours to complete it, even if you were not to do side missions or watch any of the cutscenes. It still takes a fair bit of time to complete it. Combat system, I like it. I like some of the skills that involve using a bow. Definitely like using my bows. But other than that, there's really no complaints, other than, like, they really need to remove the fog. Or have a setting where we can turn the fog off. I'd enjoy that. Now, this gameplay doesn't have any fog in it, because this is some older gameplay. Because I just wasn't going to include any gameplay that has so much fog that you can barely see your hand in front of your face. All jokes aside, the fog is light, but it's still annoying. Nighttime gameplay, on the other hand, not too scary. I find that you actually have to go on the ground if you want to initiate a chase. Unlike the first one, those volatiles were all over the roofs, which made it a bit more riskier at night, unless you were an absolute Chad and had big dick energy. You would straight up challenge those things and face check them. But in this game, you really don't have to worry about that as long as you stick to the roofs. Unless you are Giga Chad like myself, you just go onto the ground and you act like you own the place. Same thing with dark zones. I like going in there during the day because it's a bit more harder. Not really, but it is what it is. But I think my favorite system of all is the parkour system and the gear system. I find myself often looking at what gear I have in the stats and combining different pieces together. Other than that, I'd say the game, about 3 graham crackers out of 2 Abrahams. I'm curious to see what they'll do next with the game.